How you try to Mr. Chin? Beat the system?
Oh, not like that. But you, me, we have a grievance.
Yeah, and you know, keep your end of the bargain. Say, yeah, me. Marks, done him.
Don't get tucked in, pussy.
Bitch, I got money now.
If you want your original song to be considered for the DMTV mixtape, then email it to patrock1982@gmail.com. The DMTV staff will review submissions and contact you if your song is selected. The DMTV mixtape slots are $100 and you must be Cash App ready. Deadline is October 16th.
Hey, my name is Divine Shorty. I'm a content creator from a live stream out called Live Me. I honestly just want to give people another platform where they can come be themselves. I'm a very positive and spiritual person, so just come talk to me. I want to give people another platform where they can come get more in tune with their divine positive energy. And
Now go and follow my boy Divine Shorty on Live Me.
Because there's a bunch of devil worshippers in Hollywood. Hollywood, and there's a lot of black folks too, and they be throwing up them signs. You see them, this, that, all of them. Watch the rappers, watch them folks. It's scary. It's very scary. That devil is real.
Well, what is this?
Oh, the devil in this mess, yeah.
Because I closed this up. I thought this was rock on.
Be careful. No, the goat. Be careful. They'll get you. Be careful.
Let me keep my hands down. I was doing like this, like rock on. It's like, no.
No, watch them.
They're all covered with filthy germs, aren't they, Smithers?
Why, what do you mean, sir?
Freemasons run the country!
And now for our feature presentation. What's the deal? It's the boy Dwayne McClain at Dwayne McClain TV. Back again with another video, and shouts out to everybody supporting the channel. Right now we're gonna play the small ball game. Everybody like the video, comment on the video, share the video, put as much work as we can in for these videos we're putting in. And I'm also going to be doing my part as well, trying to incorporate more and more different types of content as we move on. You know what I'm saying? But let's just try to get to 47,000 subscribers. We're not even going to look at 50. Let's just try to get to 47. So let's like the videos, let's share, comments, put the love out. All right. Now, this video is by none other, as you can see, about Kendrick Lamar. All right. Now, this dude right here has been the topic of the conversation for a long time. People been asking me to do a video on Kendrick, and I kind of been stalling on it because I'm like, you know what, let me save him for a time like this. You know, the channel is having its ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? But now I just been really, so many other different things happen where either somebody gets in a situation where they lose their life, and, you know, there's other different times go on. So there's so many different things where content pops up. I just really haven't had the time, and Kendrick Lamar just doesn't interest me. All right, I don't like Kendrick. I'm not a fan of Kendrick. I think he's overrated. His music is most part. He doesn't really have too many songs. No, I can't say, let me not say that before I start hating. But all in all, I do personally believe that Kendrick Lamar is down in boys. And he gets down juice. All right, so if you don't think that by the time you get done watching this video, you're going to know Kendrick Lamar is an RBB. All right, if you don't know what the RBB is, he's one of the rainbow boys, all right? You know what I'm saying? We're going to save, there's going to be a lot of information in this video. We're going to go through some of his videos. A lot of his symbolism is going to be a two-part series because I really don't, to put this whole entire video together, it took a whole lot of time to get all these images on Kendrick. So we're going to be just doing this in a two-part series. The first part I'm going to go in, I'm going to at least start describing on how the masses or the power that be really try to make this man like a god or a larger than life. When all in all, he's just some regular schmegler, regular mediocre. I wouldn't say mediocre. He's nice. All right, let me stop hating. But he's just a regular dude, okay? But they try to make these people be idols. That's what most of these celebrities are. And I think this is the video, I think it's called All the Stars. You know, and as you can see there, he's supposed to be on like a surfing on the crowd, looks like. Look at all those hands. He's being worshipped. They make him like he's a god. You know what I'm saying? And he makes it always seem like he's above people. And I don't know why when fans watch this type of stuff that we're okay with it. You know, this celebrity is basically saying, look, I'm better than you. When they live, eat, breathe, shit, piss, and going to die the same way as everybody else is on this planet. You know, no matter what they do behind closed doors, they have to adhere to all the rules of being a human. No matter what, whoever they sold their soul to, it doesn't matter. And so when we see these videos where you have a Kendrick Lamar trying to be like these godlike figures and swaying over the people, he's basically they're basically showing us that these celebrities are looking at y'all as sheep, and these celebrities are here to be the shepherds, or basically be the ones who's going to lead the sheep astray. Basically, ones making us leading us down the wrong path. All right, and I fucked that all up. And I will be breaking this entire video down, all the stars, and a few of Kendrick Lamar's other videos, where that will be on Patreon. But the video continues with this woman. Looks like she's, I really don't know how to break that down, but she has these young kids with all these red hats on their heads. And I really think that's supposed to symbolize the Moors. If you look at all the Moors that have the little red hats. Like I said, I'm going to do an entire independent breakdown of this video at a later date. But just off of, just for GP, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to be just talking about the key details I pointed out initially for first doing my breakdown on them. Now, the people with the red hat, I really think is pointing to or alluding to the Moors. I'm not really a big guy or really know too much of information on the Moors. So if you're somebody out there who wants to, help me get to where I need to be, you know what I'm saying, email patrock82@gmail.com. And here's some more information on the Moors. As you can see, when you Google them, you always notice them with the red hat. And I do think that I've heard that the Shriners are actually practicing Moorish science. That's just some of the stuff I know. Like I said, I'm actually a novice when it comes to anything novice. I'm actually a novice when it comes to anything Moors or anything like that in their history. But I do know that red hat is actually, those red hats the Moors are wearing, that Kendrick Lamar video is actually really, really alluded to or connected to the Shriners. And a lot of the Shriners. This is actually George W. Bush's dad with one of those. I think it's red. I know it's black and white. I know that hat's usually red. And here's another one of those guys. Like I said, the Shriners usually wear the red fez. All right, now I know that's right there deprived from the Moors. Okay, like I said, that's just what I collected from the Kendrick Lamar video when watching it. And this is just some bonus content. I found George Bush with the white and black checkerboard pattern behind him. All right, but let's get back into my boy Kendrick, man, and let's see what's going on with the dude. You know what I'm saying? As far as the powers that be trying to make this dude be like a god or personified and worship. And at the end of the day, one of my jobs and one of my goals is to make sure that all the people out there ain't worshiping these weirdos. Most of these celebrities are weird. Weirdos, lames, losers who do anything for $1. Let's not worship them, man. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to listen to their music and, express the art, but let's not be crazy about it. Now, moving on with Kendrick, I found this on TikTok where it looked like there's somebody's praising him or something, but y'all to understand that if you look at the key details, the lady's in all red, he's in all black. And this is actually a trend that happens a lot in the music videos. I'm going to show you guys. The all red, I've already broken down in one of my previous videos. Is supposed to represent Satan. And you see the woman behind him is clearly controlling Kendrick and is clearly, look like she's putting a spell on him or a trance or something like that. This was very weird, bro, watching. Like I said, all these celebrity people are weird. And that's why when y'all pay for this stuff, y'all go to these concerts and get people putting spells on y'all. So don't be going to these concerts, man. I can't tell y'all not to, but enjoy yourself, but be careful when you go, man. After you come back home, sage and pray up, do something, get some holy water or something. Do something to get that stuff off of you. You know what I'm saying? But that's what this lady behind Kendrick is. It's supposed to be the devil controlling him. And then you see him in that all black with the Michael Jackson one glove on. So Kendrick right there is letting y'all know that he's really, really tied in. And I really hope that YouTube doesn't try to, flag me for, having this footage. But this right here is actually a trend in a lot of different videos where they have the lady in all red. There was an all red devil in Polo G's video. I forgot what the name of that video Polo G had. All right, so the name of the song, I just looked it up, is called G and F. And as you can see in the video, it's like a devil in all red. So when you see the all red behind these celebrities, it's supposed to mean a few things. But one of the ones I want y'all to take away is that it's supposed to mean the devil, or basically the evil demonic energy that controls these celebrities. Also to stand for the blood sacrifice. These people have a lot of blood and pain and sacrifices put behind them, which is also controlling their actions as well. But there's so many different things that the blood and the this red could be meaning. I personally think it's supposed to be for the devil, because I did a whole entire video on why rappers wear all red. Now, this is PNB Rock and Trippie Redd and Tyler Yahweh's video called Do No Wrong, where we can see the same type of imagery where there's a red being or a red individual behind the rapper. And we just lost this guy, PNB Rock. So it's also more information or more evidence that there's a demonic game going on in hip-hop. And this whole entire video was wild. You know, this video deserves its own breakdown as well. That's his own standstill of the little demonic beings that's supposed to be written all red. And in this same video, the dude Tyler Yahweh, he was clean doing the bloodbath ritual, the covered in blood ritual. All right. Now, another part or another video I want to show you where this red being pops up in is the Weeknd's video called Sacrifice. And the name of his own is already alluding to blood sacrifices. And I'm sorry to interrupt the video, but let's take a brief seconds for today's sponsor, DD Got a Podcast. Y'all subscribe.
That I don't fit exclusively into being a man or woman. I'm something in between and outside of that box.
I have questions. Is it more than a coincidence that within the 20th century, there has been an increasing rise in gender expression and ideology? Is it more than a coincidence that the embracement of multiple genders and gender fluidity perfectly aligns with a sinister agenda? Is it more than a coincidence that the origin of gender ideology was actually created by a psychologist who was a fraud, abuser, and sick human being who committed heinous acts to children? Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and stick around as we both cover and uncover the open secret about gender ideology.
And you see it here clear as day in the Weeknd's video, Sacrifice. You see that red being that we just seen in Kendrick Lamar and PNB Rock's video. And I really think this has to do with the devil. And I already did a breakdown on this video where, you know, this video is just one of those another ritualistic celebrities. We do weird stuff and people are going to watch it and not care and just consume the music. And this is how the lady at the very end who's covered in the red looks. That's how she looks, man. Like a really weird, creepy individual. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that lets you know it's not nothing good. And now here's another separate situation, most recent, where the Weeknd is doing a performance for Prime Video, and there you see it clear as day, the red individual, the red devil, the red being behind him, controlling his movements, and they actually are orchestrating what he does. And that's why we see this red individual, this red being behind these celebrities are so constantly in all the videos. And it also reminds me of the video or the movie Eyes Wide Shut. Now, everybody behind the person in all red is in black, but in this case scenario, this person in all red is the one who is in control, and the people in all black is worshiping the one in all red, as you can see here. So when we see the rapper wearing all black and the person in all red, vice versa is showing y'all that the rapper is being controlled or being manipulated by the person in all red at the head of the table. Which at the Ku Klux Klan, the one of the main guys were all red. Even though the very guy at the top of the Ku Klux Klan is called the Dragon and he wears all green. But we can do a Ku Klux Klan video breakdown on how their structure is at a later date. But for this video purpose, just know that the movie Eyes Wide Shut had a person all red controlling everything. Multiple rappers have had videos where there's this red entity or this red being behind them controlling them and calling all the shots wearing all red. And this is actually Kendrick Lamar actually did this 3 separate times. The video I just showed you, he's wearing all black. This image, he has white in the middle, you know what I'm saying? It could be the same one, but I think it's 2 separate concerts. And as you can see here at the whole separate concert, Kendrick has the all red people in all red behind him again. So this is something that these celebrities seem to have made a habit out of. Now, the next part I want to talk about is how Kendrick Lamar makes so much fun of Jesus Christ. You know, Kendrick and a few other rappers seem to always got to make fun of Christianity. And I really feel like they do it because they think Christianity is a joke, or, you know, there's multiple reasons why. In Christ, the power and the power that Christianity has taken and done to take over the whole world, be one of the biggest religions. It took a lot of, you know, a lot of resources for that to happen. And like I said, man, we could do a whole entire breakdown on Yahweh, Jesus. I know the truth, everybody else, and I really think y'all should learn it from this channel. But I ain't really want all that smoke because I ain't got no time for y'all unsubscribing because I talked about Jesus. All right? So, hey, man, it is what it is. Love who you love, worship who you worship. I have nothing against you. Who is your religion? You know what I'm saying? But I do think when these rappers are making a mockery of it, I do think it's rather insulting. You know what I'm saying? We don't see this done with no other religion but Christianity. You know what I'm saying? I do know what Jesus Christ is supposed to represent. And I think these people are making their mockery of it. As you can see, Kanye West did it on the Rolling Stone magazine. Now, the baby in his most recent video has done it as well. And it kind of angered a lot of people, but, you know, it's not really going to cause anything. And I think these rappers actually do this Jesus imagery as a way to let them know, hey, we're sacrificing ourselves and putting ourselves up here. You know, we actually are going to end up shedding our own blood for this stuff and sacrificing our own lives. We even had Black Youngster made a fool or a mockery of Christ as well. You know, yeah, I couldn't believe it when I seen this video. Black Youngster even had his eyes crossed. Like I said, hey, Christians, man, hey, Muslims wouldn't allow this. People, Buddhists, they wouldn't allow this. Y'all need to start running down these rappers. Let y'all know, hey, we ain't going to support you. You know what I'm saying? Even Ab Soul has even done the Christ mockery that most rappers do. I really started thinking this is a ritual. I think you have to do this, and this as a way, a form of a way to let the world know, hey, I give myself up. And Ab Soul is actually signed to the same label as Kendrick Lamar is. And Ab Soul is a big time supporter of Aleister Crowley. And Aleister Crowley is one of the guys who are one of the forefathers of all this satanic devil, voodoo, hoodoo stuff. And he even named his album Do What Thou Wilt. So this is more proof that Kendrick Lamar is sipping some get down juice, because birds of a feather flock together. So it helps me make more of an assumption that Kendrick Lamar can get down juice if you got a few people in your camp or your crew also do the same thing as well. But I do think when these rappers make a mockery of Christ, I do think this is very insulting. Like I said to anybody, like I said, I'm not a very religious dude. You know, I respect anybody who does practice religion. You know what I'm saying? I do know the truth of it. I have my own beliefs, but like I said, we'll say that for a later day. And also, I'm going to do a breakdown on his performance at the Gatsby. Now, this entire thing was already one big Illuminati ritual. From the beginning, if you just look at the letters, it says Gatsby right there. You see it has a triangle in it. And it's the Gladstoneberry. I was saying it called it Gladsberry, but it is what it is. Y'all kind of caught my drift, but I'll actually be doing a full breakdown on this performance on my Patreon. Like I said, there's a few of them I'm actually going to actually tackle on the Patreon far as performance-wise, because this right here was one big, gigantic ritual, and the actual concert was even held inside of a pyramid. This is how it looks at night, and as you can see, the pyramid is clear as day. Now, let me show you an image of it, how it looked during the day. Clear as day, as you can see, is a bunch of ritualistic, one big ritual energy harvesting. You got the flat earth right there in the middle, and as you can see, it has the pyramid out there. I'm pretty sure people missed that flat earth symmetry, but out the gate, it looks like some type of worshiping cult-like stuff. And this is where Kendrick Lamar did that performance at, where he did the bloodbath ritual. All right, but like I said, we'll end up talking about this on a later date. Just catch me on my Patreon. But one thing I do want to point out about this video before I do get off this topic is that he did have the Baphomet horns clear as day behind him. You know, hey, Baphomet's the one backing him. And as you can see, I showed y'all there's already the people in the red who's supposed to represent the devil, in my opinion, or the negative energy, necro-frequency. I don't really believe in the devil with the pitch horn and God's most favorite angel. I don't believe in that personally, but I will describe a negative energy as the devil for y'all. But anyways, but let's move on. I want to say, if you want to catch the rest of this video, this breakdown for that, check it out on Patreon. It will be there. I will be working on that next after this one. But before continue on with the Kendrick Lamar breakdown, let's get to the part I want to point out about how that this performance that he did at the Gladstoneberry, he actually did the blood sacrifice ritual. Now, before I move on to that bonus content, look at the dude to the left of him, right there to the left. Look at Buddy's hands. Buddy's is doing one of those Masonic hand gestures, clear as day. And I actually caught that while recording this video. Like, look at Buddy's hands. Who else would have caught that besides me, Dwayne McClain? I don't see nobody else doing stuff like that. I'm doing high fly alley-oop moves middle of the game. Not many other people doing that. Look at that. I point that out easily. I would have missed that if I ain't point that out. Clear as day doing a Masonic hand gesture at the Kendrick Lamar award show ceremony, whatever you want to call it, at the Glastonbury. Even the dancers, the cameraman, everybody sipping get down juice, y'all. The backup dancers, the cameraman, the editor, everybody be sipping get down juice. There's a lot of devil worshippers in Hollywood. So I do believe Kendrick was doing the blood sacrifice ritual, you know, during this concert. You know what I'm saying? They said $8,000 worth of diamonds in the Jesus Cross crown. I don't see how people are not offended by that, and then how do you let these rappers do all this stuff? Jesus Christ is supposed to represent somebody who's pure, you know, somebody who who's perfect. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff they're supposed to represent. And I really don't think rappers are really what they're representing, and especially in their actions, how they rap about. But besides that, I do think, just by looking at these images, that it's more so had to do with him doing his blood sacrifice and getting goat blood poured on him in the middle of the concert. I got to go through my receipts of celebrities covered in blood doing Illuminati stuff. I don't know who this lady is. We see here she's doing the blood ritual. I think this is Pete Davidson doing the blood ritual. A lot of them like to say, hey, they're doing it for movies. And then some people want to do it for no reason, like album covers like Young Thug here, who's clearly lived to be known this year that he sold out. He had Azalea Banks. She said out the gate she's a witch. I don't know who that is, Azalea Banks or not. She's like a Smurf. But here's Tanasha covered in blood. She did the blood ritual, one of the most satanic videos of all time. YG covered in the blood as well. And I don't really know who this dude is, but I think he's affiliated with Young Thug. We see here he's covered in the blood as well. And then we see here Kylie Jenner did the blood ritual as well. And here's another situation. This is the MTV Gold Awards, where they actually did the blood gold ritual right in the middle of the awards show. They poured the goat blood right in the lady in the middle of it, and people just let this slide. You know, I'm supposed to bend on the video on the MTV Goat Awards ritual. I'm supposed to bend on the video on that. But back to Kendrick, man, I really do think that this part of the Glastonbury performance, he covered himself in blood so he can pretty much let the world know, hey, I done my sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? He had the Baphomet horns behind him. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I got to do this video in 2 parts since it's late. It's about 1 in the morning. It took me a long time to put it together. Part 2 will be coming out probably, if I can't get it to it tomorrow night, I will be getting to it soon. Part 2 will be coming out where we're going to just discuss Kendrick Lamar's symbolism, where he throws up the Masonic hand gestures, and he does a lot of this stuff. And we also got a few more performances to put in there as well. And I also got a few videos to add in that as well. So the Kendrick Lamar video breakdown might be a 3-part series. So y'all be tuning in for part 2. It's the boy Dwayne McClain, Dwayne McClain TV. If you have any photos that you want to send me of Kendrick Lamar that I did not put in this video that you do not think I might not have already, please email patrock1982@gmail.com. And if you're interested in being on the DMTV mixtape, email patrock1982@gmail.com. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. I'm out.
Hardest off, I got the sauce, try to knock me down, then I knock you off. Oh, the bank closed, got a bankroll, so I'm the ATM when the bank closed. And you know, started sucking dick with a motherfucking eye closed. Pockets on swole, PT that fucking nigga rockin' all go. You don't know all my money, motherfucking PA, hard bass, cut dope, stepped on, soft dope. Oil base, got the hardest off. My niggas with the white, gotta get it off. All the crackhead thoughts sucking dick for hard. Heard walking up and down on the boulevard. Do some strange for a little piece of change. Imagine what you do for a piece of cocaine. Yeah, pulling up, then I'm pulling off. She ain't had no money, she took her panties off. Got the hardest off, I got the sauce, try to knock me down, then I knock you off. Oh, the bank closed, got a bankroll, so I'm the ATM when the bank closed. And you know, started sucking dick with a motherfucking eye closed. Pockets on swole, PAT that fucking nigga rockin' all go. You don't know all my money, motherfucking know. Got a Benjamin with a fucking big face, got a small face, got a big taste, got a fancy taste, got 2 women right beside my can't waste, and the blunt lace with cocaine. Called a boy PAT, Kurt Cobain. Got a girl suck a dick, don't know name. PAT the fucking nigga rockin' all plain. Yeah, play Jane. Got the hardest off. My niggas with the white, gotta get it off. All the crackhead thoughts sucking dick for hard. Heard walking up and down on the boulevard. Do something strange for a little piece of change. Imagine what you do for a piece of cocaine. Yeah, pulling up, then I'm pulling off.